right, thank you all. Mike D, 5D. Let's go, Will.
What we want, what we got, but we are not. What we got, what we want, what we got, but we are not. What we got. Hospital takeover, celebrity makeover. We're here to take over until the show is over. Jason Raider on the finger, and if your time code, hot butter on the mic. I don't know. 20 years later, we can go to zero. We can turn the line, let it be the line. G-Boss with the $1 million mango. If you beat the line, I'ma get mine. I do money on a cut, sky on a OP. Time code. D money on the bird, sky on the OP. We got, but we are not. What we got, what we want. What we got, but we are not. What we got. Come on, if you don't see, I come up empty. I need a plan B. We'll try MCC, group B. You try to bend me. You think it's over, but you haven't even met me. All the suffering and the pause. Must have felt something that made you pause. All of our actions, what we got. Finite time, lost the plot. Lost in the mosh pit, pressure from the cockpit. Can't stand it, down to the last bit. Pressure remains, we still ask it. Feelings there, we just ask it. Times I think it, don't say it. Come in my mind, replay it. Those times that could have been different. Same thing happened to you, listen. Piece by piece, persistence. Made my peace, yes to resistance. Those times that could have been different. Same shit happened, did you listen? Stuck in my head, replay it. Well, tell me, did you listen? Listen, 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 listen. Oh, that's right. Mike D, 5D, on the BBC. Place to be. 2026, all stuck in the mix. We
That one was called What We Got. And his next one is called Switch Up.
I gotta switch up. Need to switch up. I'm laying bad. Switch up. Switch up. I'm laying bad, man. Switch up. Switch up. I'm laying bad. Switch up. Connection. Switch up. My direction. Switch up. Connection. Switch up. switcher. On the phone, get your full connection. It's not on, girl. You need some introspection. Gotta check connection. On the regulation. Gotta check connection. Switcher on the arm. Get a different session. Uses self-reflection. Try to take a figure. Try to take a message. Try to take a song. Somebody teach me a lesson. I want the first impression. I want switch up. Switch up.
Yes, you are. Mike D5D. That was called Switch Up. And now, I guess it was a special. It's not special because I guess you request all the artists to do a cover song. So for our cover song, we picked a song by a group called the Delta 5. It was something that I grew up on in the 80s, but it's very appropriate right now in Great Britain and the USA with a lot of craziness going on, and this one is called Mind Your Own Business.
Inside
You are with Lauren Laverne on BBC Six Music, and I'm delighted to say it's time to welcome my session guest, Mike D, to the show. Good morning, Mike. How are you?
I'm good. But I'm going to just point out this is awkward for me because I'm used to standing at a mic stand. I'm used to holding a microphone. But when I talk to you, or it's like a radio thing, then I'm like sitting down.
Yeah.
Holding a cup of coffee.
Do you feel kind of trapped? Is it like you need to be prowling the stage kind of thing?
Yeah, I'm just not sure what I'm supposed to be. Am I supposed to be talking or performing? It's a weird...
Yeah, it's a weird in-between state.
It's a very uncomfortable middle ground for me.
Mate, I get it. I'm so sorry, but so grateful to have you chatting to us today. And obviously you are going to be performing live a little bit later, which we can't wait for. So how's life at the minute? This is such an exciting time for you. Brand new music, you know, the first new music that we've had from Beastie Boys, a member in 15 years, which for us as fans is just wonderful. 2 new solo singles, Switch Up and What We Got. How has it been releasing new music and getting it out there in the world to connect with people?
Well, you know, Lauren, it's all fun and games until you release the music.
So now you have to back it up.
Yeah, now it's busy. No, well, I did have that idea in my head, like a thing of doing these gigs, like releasing a track and then like kind of playing a couple of gigs and releasing a track, because I had it in my head that 2 things that like in this day and age of like songs that a gazillion songs flying at you that disappear and you never hear again, that like the thing that sticks with you is live music. Yeah. And then I don't know, I just had this confidence in the group that I'm playing with, the 5D right now, that I knew that we were gonna make a chaotic impression.
So tell me about the 5D then, because I'm wondering, for you know, having last time you came in and we were chatting a few years ago now about working and music, and you were telling me about my sons have started a band and they are performing with you as part of the group. Tell me how that kind of evolved.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So that was a few years ago as last time I saw you, and they have their group, Very Nice Person. And so I was always
still the best name ever. Yeah. It's so good.
I was always kind of looking at some of the musicians, I became friendly with like a bunch of the musicians that were playing with them and the different writers and producers and whatever. And also just watching what they do. And so I don't know. Then when there's the kind of the time when I got the feeling of like, what am I doing? Like I need to be making my own record now. It was like a real joy to just be able to kind of ring them up and be like, hey, I'm coming back like next week. Let's put these people together and let's all get together in the studio. Could we share a studio together? Mm-hmm. So let's head in and just see how it goes and start making stuff.
And you use the word chaotic, which, I'm guessing is incredibly positive. I wondered if that means that this has taken you back to your early days in a way, that kind of sense of chaos, of kind of hardcore, of just experimenting. Yeah,
well, I don't think it's just hardcore. I mean, I think for Beastie Boys, like that, it's the only way I kind of know how to work. Is like, right. And I say chaos in the most positive way possible, but I like to just kind of like have everybody just throwing ideas out there, myself included, and just kind of like keep like everybody feeding off of each other with that, having that energy kind of turn into one big swirling ball of chaos, and then edit fearlessly afterwards.
Okay, I see. So kind of just throw it all out there and then strip things out and then find. Yeah. So at what point do you know it's finished then? How do you figure that bit out?
That's where it becomes difficult. Because it's really hard to put these things down. It's like you just want to keep going and keep refining, and then you're like, no, this, but there are these moments where things crystallize, I think, somehow. It's hard. I can't. It's always different with every song, but there are these moments that kind of crystallize and you realize this is what the song is about.
Yeah.
And I don't mean like there's the meaning part, but I mean in terms of, all right, it's really about this chorus, or it's really about this bass line, or it's really, that's the thing we gotta focus on.
Once you've landed on the sound.
Yeah. Although if you want a beautifully stripped down, perfectly produced pop record, I don't think you should call me anytime soon.
Well, listen, we want what you're making. That's it. That's what we're after. You mentioned the gigs that you've been doing. Tell me a little bit about that, because you've been playing some really unconventional venues, which sounds like it have been so much fun.
Yeah, it was fun because I just thought, like, all right, if we're gonna start doing this, let's mess with people's expectations a little bit. So we're not just playing in the same places that they've seen 1,000 shows already. Let's like go to a place where they're like, what is that, and where is that? So I think if you can ask those two questions before our show, then we're doing it right.
So you've had a surf shop in Malibu, a women's club in Ohio, and the LA Plaza nightclub and dance hall.
I'm sorry to interrupt. It was a surf shop parking lot, actually.
Oh.
So that was actually kind of great because it's not far from where we live, and there was like people everywhere. Like, because it was a parking lot, but there was like literally like, I was just kind of worried that maybe some of the roofs on the buildings around were not, built for as many people standing on them as there were. Oh, but yeah, there were people just kind of like all around, which was great. And that was its own chaos. And then the esteemed Ojai Valley Women's Club, which actually is funny because I'd been in Ojai and I'd seen that place, and I was like, I always kind of noted that would be an amazing place to kind of do a surprise gig. And it turned out there was like kind of this lineage, this story of like there's been like hardcore punk shows there for years.
No way.
So I was kind of psyched about that. And then what was next? Then a Latina, I don't know how to describe it. It's like a Latina a place where they have like Latina drag queen balls, like these incredible
amazing
balls, but it's a small bar, but they do that only on the weekend. So we asked them if we could hire that out on a Thursday night. We did that.
And a roller skating rink in Brooklyn.
And then roller skating rink. Oh yeah, and there was a gymnasium in Pasadena. And then there was the roller skating rink in Brooklyn. Yeah.
And then you're continuing this in the UK because you're going to play a bingo hall in my part of the world, North Shields.
Oh, okay.
Which is very exciting.
I think we're very bingo friendly.
Yeah.
Can we do like bingo as the opening?
I mean, I don't want to speak for the region, but I'm into it. I think that would be very, very cool. You should definitely do that. So what have the live shows been like, and how was it kind of getting the set together?
It's been, I think the interesting thing for us has been it's grown as we've gone along, because I didn't think, I just kind of get ambitious, and I'm not always in touch with with reality, period.
Yeah.
Like I'm in touch with the ideas of what I want to do. And so I was just like, all right, we're going to play all these new songs. But then I realized we're up on stage and we're playing all these songs that people haven't heard before. And now that's obviously starting to change because we released 2 singles. Mm-hmm. But it is like an interesting thing. Like I realize it is kind of like a big asking people to just sort of like dance and let go and give into the whole thing, hearing music that they've never heard before.
Yeah, and you have done a few covers, I think, as well.
I've done a couple of covers from a band called the Beastie Boys.
Yeah. Well,
so there is
definitely allowed to do that. Yeah. And obviously you're going to be in session for us today, which we're very, very excited about. Can you tell us anything about how you've adapted for the radio in Maida Vale where you are, who you've got with you today?
Good question. I don't think we have adapted yet, but we're trying. We're working on it. But no, I would say, well, first off, it is like it's a very cool. I'm really, I think myself and our whole band, like we have all listened, we're all so music obsessed. So to be here in this building where all these incredible BBC sessions that we've listened to of all kinds, whether it's Beatles, Jimi Hendrix, Nirvana, you can go on and on. BBC Orchestra, the electronic
workshop,
which I was kind of crushed because I had this. We were talking about it, and Eddie, one of my bandmates, brought it up on the van ride over here. He was like, "Oh, we got to see the electronic music workshop," and then we asked, and they're like, "Well, if any of that stuff were here, it would have been in this room."
Oh, they taken out. They did have a cupboard which had one of Delia's old boilers that she'd knocked into various
Okay, well,
shapes to make tones, and they had one of her synthes. You know the synthe synthesizer.
I'm a big fan, and I use the synthe. We used the synthe on the record.
Advertised by nuns back in the day. Every nun needs a synthe.
The EMS synthe.
Yeah. On the
was
advert, it was a
advertised by
nun
nuns.
playing it because it was like a briefcase, and it was a mobile kind of mobile organ that you could play in religious services. So the advert featured a nun.
Way.
True story, yeah.
Wow.
But her synthe should be in Maida Vale somewhere, unless they've moved it.
All right, I'm looking for that.
Yeah, ask the technicians; they always know. Well, listen, Mike, we can't wait to have you in session. Really looking forward to it. And before that, you've chosen the beauty spot for us today, which is this great Willie Griffin track. Tell us about it. Why have you chosen this one?
I don't know. I put it on playlists a lot. I just think it's kind of like perfection. It's like simple perfection in a great way in a song. And to me, I just love it. It's also like I realized like in trying to play, like sitting around with people trying to play along with it. I think the guitars are either the guitars are out of tune, or somehow when they mastered it or remastered it, the speed got altered.
Okay.
So, but to me, it's just like it's a testimony to how the most perfect, beautiful things are completely imperfect.
Oh, it's so true. Thank you so much. We can't wait to hear you in session after 12 for taking us there. Mike D has selected the beauty spot for us. This is Willie Griffin and I Love You. It's time to hand over control to Mike D and band, who are live with us at Maida Vale Studio. Good afternoon, Mike. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Good afternoon.
We're so excited to have you on the show. Thank you so much for doing this for us. Take it away. Over to you. Absolutely amazing. Mike D and 5D, thank you so much. Thank you, guys. That sounded fantastic. I cannot tell you the messages that are coming in. Six Music listeners absolutely loving it. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Honestly, fantastic. So much love coming in for you guys. Blowing Heck, says Yvonne in London. Mind well and truly blown. Mike D, absolute legend and a genius cover. Matt in concert says, stick a fork in me. I'm well and truly done. Mike D, absolutely delivering the goods. Please tell him I'll be the one waving the bingo card up the front in the audience tomorrow in North Shields. He's going to be there. So thank you.
Big up bingo.
Yeah, exactly. Enjoy it. Have some fantastic shows. And when you've got more music, I know everybody's asking about the album, Mike, and we don't know what's happening and whether there's going to be one, but I want you to know Six Music listeners are ready when you want to release more music.
Well, I'll just say you're warm. Your Six Music listeners are warm. Well, I can't give away any details.
Fantastic. Well, listen, we were warm, now we're fully done. We are absolutely done for the week. Thank you, Mike D. Thank you, 5D. Lots and lots of love to you. See you soon.
Thank you so much.
Cheers.